Hi, it's Stuart Sutton, Acre Plus Homes. Hope you're having a great day. You're probably here to get some information about the preparation services we provide. Well, I learned from a very early age, measure twice, cut once pays off. It pays off in virtually every industry, every part of our lives. Being prepared is always better than not being prepared. So let me show you how we help you get prepared when you sell your home. So let's start with one that I think is quite important, but I do get some pushback from other agents quite often. If another agent tells you that you do not need a home inspection before you put your home on the market, I'd really think twice about who you're dealing with, because having a home inspection is preparation. What you're doing is making sure there are no surprises. When you have a home inspection, you can take care of any issues on it, and you can do it at a far less expense than if the buyer comes along, has an inspection, and finds those items. So if you have a home inspection, take care of issues on it, you save money. The buyer comes along, they don't find those issues, so they're less concerned. Did you know that the two biggest reasons that home sales fall off before closing are inspections and mortgages? And inspections have gone ahead of mortgages from my experience and what I'm seeing in the current market. So having an inspection ahead of time puts you at a big advantage, because you can make sure that issues that typically would concern a buyer are taken care of and resolved before the buyer ever comes along with their inspector. If another agent tells you you don't need to have a home inspection because the buyer's going to get one, they're right. The buyer will get one, but you are planning ahead. You will save far more money by having an inspection ahead of time, and you will reduce the risk of your sale falling off. Now, I also hear other agents say that, well, you have to disclose issues if you have a home inspection before you put your home on the market. Well, sure, of course you do. You certainly wouldn't want to not disclose, but here's the thing. You don't have to disclose, hey, I used to have a cracked window and now I don't. But it is a good little marketing perspective in that, hey, we have a new window in the second bedroom. It was just recently replaced. If you have ductwork that's deteriorating and the buyer's inspector finds it, now you have to either eat the cost to take care of it, even if you've negotiated to your bottom line, or you've got to lose that buyer. But if you'd had an inspection and knew about it, you could have taken care of the ductwork and knew that you had had that expense before you finalize your terms with the buyer. Hope this makes sense. So you already know you had that expense, and you can take that into account when you negotiate with the buyer. And again, it's a good marketing perspective. Hey, it's got complete new ductwork. So not having an inspection has no advantages. Having an inspection, lots of advantages. So after the inspection is complete, we take a look at the report and we identify things that should be taken care of before your home goes in the market. Now, the criteria we use aren't going to be the same as the ones that, for example, an inspector uses. The criteria will be what do buyers typically ask for? What is typically a concern for buyers, so that we can remove those concerns before you place your home in the market. So we do have services of all kinds, including handymen and then experts in each area, and those are certainly available to take care of those things, and that could be part of our budget. Now, aesthetics are quite important too. That's why we bring in a stager. Again, our expense, and I don't know if I mentioned it. Let me step back. The inspection is our expense. The handyman coming in afterward is our expense if it's within our budget. The stager is our expense. And the stager is going to come in. She's not going to lease or sell you anything. She's going to prepare the home room by room for maximum appeal to buyers. And it may not be the way you live in it. For most people, that's not the case. I know that is for me. We certainly don't live in our home the way a stager would prepare it for sale, but it maximizes the appeal to potential buyers. And then we provide services that, again, maximize the appeal and take away concerns from the buyer. The card you got, if you received the one about the real estate agent who recently listed and sold her home with me, we refinished her front door. We had our painter go in and strip it and stain it and make it look brand new. It was fading because the sun hit it on a daily basis, but when the buyer walked up to that front door, it was absolutely gorgeous. She also had windows. As soon as you went in the front door, you could see back through the family room, through these big windows out to a gorgeous pool. We had those windows washed, so they were absolutely sparkling. And they had some trim around windows and up on the roof in the soffits that was deteriorating, and that's pretty common. So we had our contractor go up, take care of that, repair the trim, paint where needed, and that was taken care of as well. Our job, in my opinion, is to lift as much of your burden as we possibly can. And a lot of people have different situations. So we try to make sure that as busy as you are, or as much time as you have available, whatever the case is, that we maximize the use of our services in order to maximize the appeal of your home. Here's some other things we do commonly: carpet cleaning, house cleaning, power washing. We quite often power wash sidewalks, driveways, back porches. I remember one client that they'd been in the market with another agent, and they had a huge patio, and it was really pretty impressive, the sheer size of it, but it was really very grungy and dirty and stained. We had our power washer go in, looked brand new, made a totally different impression. Landscaping, we often have mulch added, sometimes plants added. We just want to make sure, again, that your home looks its very best for prospective buyers. Sometimes we'll bring in people to haul things away. There's a lot of different things. Each client, each home is unique, and we design our services around what you need. And yes, I do have a budget. It's not unlimited. I can't pay to paint your entire home, for example. But each of the things you saw that we did on the recent home, you might have received the card about the real estate agent who listed her home with me. Each of those things was paid for out of our budget. So it does go a long way. And let me reemphasize, that is my personal investment up front before your home goes in the market. You do not have to pay it back if you don't sell your home. Let's say your situation changes and you're just not ready to downsize, or the transfer that you had taken to Wisconsin, you're just not ready for that cold weather. Well, we're not going to ask for the money back. We're not going to penalize you. It's part of the service we provide to our clients. But as I have for many, many years, I do challenge you to find another agent who's willing to invest this kind of money into the successful sale at top dollar for your home. And this is the reason that our track record is so strong and that we do get maximum value for our sellers. Now, preparation is just one of the steps that we take. We do go over the other steps in other videos, and I'm going to put one up for you before we finish this one up. But in some of the mailings and ads I've done in the past, I promised a gift, and because I'm not exactly sure whether you receive that or not, I'm going to make sure you get that gift. So anyone who visits with me about selling their home will receive a $50 dinner card, just because I'm confident that what we provide is simply unmatched. You'll receive a gift card and our thanks for your time, because we know it's a big decision for you, and we sincerely appreciate the opportunity to be someone you would consider. And I'm just going to emphasize one more time, being prepared matters. Measure twice, cut once is not an old saying for nothing. It is effective. In Russia, they actually say measure 7 times, cut once. Maybe that's why everything takes so long in Russia. But being prepared is absolutely beneficial in every society, in every line of work. Being prepared does matter, and that's why we focus on it so strongly. Now, before you leave, I'm going to share one more thing with you. I've discovered a secret in my real estate business that we have used to assist our clients over the years. It's not top secret. Anybody can use it, but we make absolutely sure that we maximize the use of this secret. Anybody else can share it with you, but I don't think anybody else will. As a matter of fact, if you ask 100 agents about, hey, what's a really powerful secret to get our home sold faster and for more money, probably none of those 100 will bring this up, unless I happen to be one of the 100. Let me share with you what this is. It's actually kind of obvious, but unless you really think about it, it's not that obvious. You've probably encountered things like that where you thought, oh gosh, I can't believe I didn't think of that. Well, this was one of those things for me. When I did stats and realized what was happening and that this was such a powerful tool, I thought, I cannot believe I didn't think of this before. And the secret is to start early. It's seemingly stunningly simple, but it really does work. And statistically, our clients who start early make more money and sell faster. Why? Well, because you have the opportunity to take care of things that you wouldn't have had time to take care of if you gave yourself a short time to get ready to put your house in the market. I have clients list their homes with me a month, 6 weeks, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, even a year in advance, and prepare and go through the process to get their home ready. And it's worth it to follow a plan and get your home ready. Now, if you need to get your home in the market quickly, we're very good at that because we're so efficient in the process that we use. Again, be prepared. Measure twice, cut once, and we will absolutely help you do that. Whether you start early or not, we do highly recommend you start early if possible, but if not, we can certainly help you through the process. Now, I put another video up right here as promised. It's going to cover 3 things regarding pricing your home that you're probably not going to hear from anybody else. Subscribe to the channel if you like what you're hearing, and I look forward to seeing you on that video.